Welcome back. This is the News Echo, and we give you information, facts, and analysis. We're on the last segment for today, and we want to look into some political issues in Nigeria. We're starting with Anambra forthcoming election, November 6th, the date. So many movements, tectonic movements in happening in Anambra politics. Let me leave it to the ambassador, our in-house researcher. Nat, what's going on in Anambra State? Election or no election? That is not the question. INEC says we are going to have election. IPOP says don't go and vote, but we don't know whether they have changed that one. Please tell us who has left one camp or the other. Stella Odua, now some other people. Please, Ambassador.
Thank you very much. A lot of things or many things are happening in Anambra State, Southeast Geopolitical Zone. INEC has fixed November 6, 20 Anambra State. INEC has also released for now 16 or 18 candidates representing different political parties who want to participate in the elections. INEC ad hoc staff for these elections. And but there are so many challenges that have been thrown up in the Anambra election. Some court cases are still outstanding as who will stand or who will not stand. The Inspector General of Police just announced yesterday that they are also ready, and he has read the Riot Act to their police officials in Anambra State to ensure that these elections will hold, to ensure that peace will be given a chance for the Anambra elections to hold. But some of the challenges border on insecurity in Southeast, especially in Anambra State and Imo State. INEC does not control any security outfit. They have to get their security outfit from the military, the police, and other military parastatals. But we have had we have had, sorry for that break, we have had the other spanners being thrown into the works by the Minister of Justice and Attorney General. He was talking of a state of emergency in Anambra State.
And the presidency has said it's not going to happen.
Are now on Anambra State, and especially the stakeholders. IPOP recently have been silent on elections or
Yeah, IPOP has been silent on recent.
Down at home. So with the issue of now in custody by the DSS, and we know that the Southeast Caucus in the National Assembly are trying to provide a political solution to this issue. So again, time is not on our side. Time is not on the side of Anambra State people to ensure that this election hold on the 6th of November 2021, because there will be constitutional crisis if the elections don't hold that day, and when we are looking forward to having a new government in place in Anambra State.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Mark, you wanted to add something?
No. It was during the network issues with Ambassador Nat. I wanted to say that yes, Anambra is a hot spot now November the 6th is the next gubernatorial election. So the fire is the atmosphere is tense. So what most candidates are doing is relocating their campaign team, their campaign office to Lagos, so they can campaign from Lagos, because somehow the security apparatus cannot control the outburst of some of these miscreants that are creating confusion in Anambra. But regardless of that, the election will hold. INEC has promised it will hold, and INEC is doing everything to make sure it holds. So come rain, come sunshine, come whatever, winter, cold, Anambra's election will hold, and a winner will emerge on that day. Thank you.
Do you think APC is winning that election because the deputy governor of Obiana just switched hands?
That has nothing to do with anything. I don't want to be partisan here, but there will be some real ear-tingling surprises. Ear-tingling surprises on that day.
Ambassador Nat, do you share that view with Mark?
Well, from the look of things, and from the way the APC caretaker committee is going about poaching people, key figures from other political parties, it's like, and it looks like the federal government is ready to deploy its might to have some subterranean influence on what goes on in Anambra State.
Okay, who are the big wigs that have become of recent, apart from the deputy governor, Stella Odua, moved from PDP to APC?
The five of the special advisors to the governor of Anambra State have also decamped to APC just yesterday or thereabout. And when you begin to add up some of the utterances of people like Malami, why will he even talk of a sort of emergency in such a time like this? What's the motive? What will he want? What will anybody want to achieve? Even if everybody leaves ABGA and goes to APC or PDP, Anambra State is an ABGA state for some years now, and so I again, as my colleague said, Mark, is very dicey in politics in Nigeria now. It seems anything is possible, and 24 hours is always a very long period for things to change.
Well, I think if IPOB members are going to allow the election and they are going to participate, will they not rather vote for an ABGA, which is Biafra based, than vote for PDP or APC or any other party which is federal based? Or am I just thinking in abstract?
No, but IPOB come up to say that it's only the Anambra State governor who is not their member, because the Anambra State governor, we understand, is accusing other southeastern state governors of sponsoring IPOB. So we don't know whether IPOB, we don't even know which candidate they will support. Will they support an ABGA candidate? Will they support Zenith Labour Party? Will they support YPP? These are very open.
Apparently, ABGA is a regional party, if not a state party. No other place is ABGA making headway like it has done in Anambra State, and therefore we can confidently say it's an Anambra political party. Having said that, we don't know whether the IPOB people, who have a lot of young people will want to vote for Abga. But what would you like to add, Mark? I saw you wanted to add something.
No. My colleague, Ambassador Nat said it. Let's just put our fingers crossed. Surprises will spring up on that day. I know that the campaign to APC and all that it has no base. What will happen will happen. Let me just say this one for the record. ADC will spring surprises. African Democratic Congress will bring in some surprise.
What's the name of the ADC flag bearer in this gubernatorial election?
Yes, it's called Akachukwu.
Okay.
Sylvanus Akachukwu. Sylvanus Akachukwu is the flag bearer for ADC, African Democratic Congress gubernatorial election. And he has what it takes. He's sound. He's grounded. He understands Nigerian politics. And
does he have money?
And he's an Anambra man.
Does he have money like Tinubu?
Big brother, Sasha, you see this question you ask now. This is what you people are using to scatter that Nigeria. Well, money answers all things, like the Bible also says. But we're not.
I have not said is he going to buy votes with the money. I say has he got money, because the two representatives of ADC must be at every polling booth. They are in their thousands. They will be paid at least 5,000 per head. So these are the money that he would need to spend.
Yes.
These are legitimate money.
The party is handling that. We call those people foot soldiers. And
okay.
ADC has been able to recruit a lot of youths, a lot of young people.
Are they going to be paid or not? Who is going to make the payment?
The game is not really money now, Sasha. We are trying to make Nigeria become 20th century compliant, and that involves young people getting involved. So the young
these polling booth men and women will need lunch. They will be standing there from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. They will need breakfast, lunch.
Will feed them. INEC is paying them. They shouldn't. This is where we get it all wrong.
I'm talking of party member, party towards
who will be working. I get you.
INEC will not give them food.
I'm with you.
INEC will give it officials, but not party.
Refreshments will come to them. There will be water, fruit, small bites, meat pies, and all that. But the core.
So they can. Okay. I'm waiting for the result. Yes. I'm just telling you where APC and PDP, they have an edge. APC and PDP, we pay them some certain amounts of money to be watching the votes. That's what I'm asking for. I'm not asking money to bribe anybody.
And that should stop, Sashege. We shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be allowing and permitting and encouraging people to get paid because they are doing something that is constitutional, something that is their civic right. It is the civic right of the
food and drink. These people are not rich to have enough money. They have given up their time. You are not paying for their time. You are paying for them to have energy to stand. That's what I'm saying.
Let's be that way. But really, we have used this money thing to make a lot of things go wrong in our electoral system. You know, everybody wants to get paid. The INEC officer wants something, and all this brings in nefarious.
Have you contested election before?
Sir?
Have you contested an election before?
I was close to it, but I left. I was to be a counselor.
Where is Ambassador Nat? Let him help me out here. Because you appear to be living in an ideal world.
Yes,
when it comes to reality, and we're not even asking that. Definitely, I would never ask people to be paid for their votes, but that those who will be assisting to ensure that the voting was not rigged. They come from all parties. The law of Nigeria permits it that you are supposed to bring at least two to come and see how things are done and stay with them there. And then parties are now going to give their own representatives food and water, and it is what they give. They cannot start buying sandwiches all over the place, so they now give them some money. Many people have not been able to contest presidential election, governorship election because they don't have such money. You need it. Not. I was just asking whether ADC has got such money to man every booth so that the votes will count. But our brother in Milan said, no, 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 no. They will go and distribute kuli kuli to them at a point or something. But we shouldn't give them money. What do you say?
Well, for now, money has a very big role to play in Nigerian politics, and sometimes it determines who wins and who loses any elections. So we need to see that there's any difference from what we have experienced in the past and what we are hearing and seeing as of now. Because if you don't have a deep pocket, you cannot go in for even the local government elections at the local government level. You will not win. The people will not
Even
vote
money to
for you.
be spent legitimately, not the one
Yeah,
that they bribe. No, not that one. They
yeah.
want to facilitate that. And is there going to be electronic transmission?
Yes, the Senate yesterday have now agreed with their House of Representative colleagues to allow for electronic transmission of votes, and so
Okay.
that's now settled, and hopefully that the president will sign that new bill to come into law.
Voila.
But
Okay.
one challenge now with the political parties, this issue of direct or indirect primaries. APC says they are ready for direct primaries, but it looks PDP says they prefer indirect for especially the financial implication and then the logistics of those primaries, especially the challenge to INEC, because the direct primary says every party member will be qualified to vote, and INEC had to supervise all the election primaries, and we are talking of 70 something political parties that are likely to participate.
Yeah, that is it going to be put in the bill as well?
uh, Direct or indirect.
No, because you cannot tell a party what to do. They
Yeah,
can only determine.
that is what the PDP has kicked against. Even though
Mm.
you are the lawmakers, you make laws that can be actionable.
Yes,
So
you cannot tell a party what to do. They have their own constitution, but it appears that APC is going the direct primary. And if they go direct primary, it's going to be laborious. It's going to be it's to eliminate some poor people from contesting because you cannot go that way. Well, we see how it pans out for the money bags amongst them, and then in a way, they're going to use it if it pays their candidate. If the candidate is going to win through direct primary, people like Tinubu should just greet presidency good night because I can't see how you can win direct primaries all over the north, middle belt, and all those places.
even the southwest.
Yes, in the southwest we struggle. Now
Yeah.
let's go national. We understand that the former presidential candidate of YPP has decamped to African Democratic Congress. He's in person of Moghalu, who used to be the assistant director or one of the directors in the central bank and went on to participate in the last elections, one of the runners up, and now he's in ADC. Do you think ADC is gaining much popularity and much ground and is worthy because you need the base route? Nat, before I ask Mark.
Well, Professor Kingsley Moghalu, a former presidential candidate, actually he was deputy governor of the central bank at
Oh,
one
deputy
time.
governor, thank you. Yeah, thank
He
you.
was
I
a
was struggling with that.
colleague to late Obadiah Melafia.
Mm.
We initial after the 2019 presidential elections and Moghalu didn't win. He told us he was abandoning politics. But all of a sudden, he's back into politics, and there is an attempt by 7 political parties to merge into one for purposes of the 2023 elections. I don't know if the ADC is one of them, and we don't know if those amalgamation of 7 political parties will present Moghalu as the presidential candidate. This is what we know for now of Moghalu coming back into active politics, and then he's decamping from YPP to ADC, and he still has the YPP. Anyway, he says he's no longer a member of that party, but the YPP is represented by Senator Ifeanyi Ubah in the Senate at the moment.
Okay. And he says, if I can read correctly, he says, we move. Ask all my political supporters to join the ADC. How many thousands? Let me ask Mark. How many millions do you think he's bringing to ADC?
Dr. Shagun, he's not bringing. It's obvious. ADC is becoming very relevant. Now, I want you to listen to this. This is what he said. I'm quoting Kingsley Moghalu.
Okay.
He's an intelligent man, and he has seen it all also. He has been on the forefront of so many things, economically and politically. Now, he said, for the past years, I've been a part of a group of individuals and political parties working towards the emergence of a third force. Now, I want us to take note of that word, third force. Previously, we were talking of APC, PDP. These two parties have shown to be the two strong weights in Nigeria. But behold, there's an emergence of a new concept, a new movement, and it's called the third force. Now, ADC, African Democratic Party, fits into that they won the vote. There was actually a vote on the streets of Nigeria early this year on what is an alternative force to PDP and APC. And the people chose ADC, African Democratic Party. Now, he has also been on the background working towards this arrangement. And like he said millions of our country men and women are tired of traditional politics. They are tired of that, how it's normally done. Like Dr. Shagun said, paying money to electoral officers, giving money in the polling booth, stealing electoral box, and all those crazy things we do. So we're bringing a new concept. Nigeria wants to see something new from a younger generation, a younger mindset of people, and ADC is that political party that is bringing this. So Kingsley Moghalu studied this, and he sees ADC aligns with his own ideology also. So ADC is a key player in his effort to bring a new and a bigger mega party. He's going to bring people, not him bringing people, but people will come in through him. A lot of people will see that, if Moghalu is in this party, then let me come in too. So ADC is doing this, and he joined last week, and he's so excited about it. He's so excited because he knows so many good things will come in. ADC has something unique, and that is what you call the third force. The seventh geopolitical zone. The seventh geopolitical zone is Nigerians in diaspora.
Okay. I was wondering, but now you made me. I can relax now. The seventh one is the Nigerian diaspora. Now,
Yes,
we have to bring this to a close, and we wish Moghalu and the ADC well, just like other parties. We want the best to come out from all these parties. And in closing, Nat, what's your last take for today?